Marvel Legend Agent Venom. Cash grab or a good update? What do y'all think? Hey guys, welcome back to YKB, Why Keep the Box Collecting, where we immediately destroy the value of our figures by freeing them from their plastic and cardboard prisons. Finally, I got Agent Venom. I've been waiting for my pre-order from Hasbro Pulse forever and a day, and they finally canceled on me. So, I bought it from Amazon and it came in the next day. A little disappointing that I paid $50 per year to get my order canceled on me. But that's besides the point. Is this a good figure or just a cash grab? Good update or not? Let's take it to the table and see. Since we got the figure over here, let's grab it real quick, look at it. It's a nice picture of Agent Venom, quote unquote, Flash Thompson. This box art looks pretty good. They've done it a couple times on a couple of the last figures from the wave, which here they are. They have the words up top there in case you want to read it. Pause it there. Nice picture of Agent Venom there. Legalese at the bottom, but we don't care about any of this, and we don't care about the boxes, so let's get them out. So we got all this. We'll look at it close in about a minute. But that's what it looks like out of the case. And the dreaded tape is here. Can't stand these tapes. Bringing them in close. Looks good. I'm not a fan of the head sculpt, so I will be replacing that, but looks clean. I know a lot of people are complaining about this online, but I'm not one of them. So, much better looking. Yep. Looks way better there. But let's get into the accessories. Alright, here's the head. Looks good. Fist hands, which I like. They look like a new sculpt. I'm not familiar with these hands. Yeah, because they have those claws on it, if you can see. Clearly a new sculpt, not reuse. These hands look nice. I don't believe I've seen them before, so I believe they're also new, but I would be surprised. I think it's really just the square in the back with his hands. This gun we've been seeing for I don't know how many years. This has been used so much time. And this space shotgun. Everybody gets the space shotgun. Everyone gets the warp in the space shotgun. You would think if you reused the mode over and over again, you would at least get it fixed. Fix the flaw, but, you know, it's there. It's used. It'll end up in the fodder bin like normal. This one will go in his holster, because I guarantee it's made for his holster. But that shotgun's, it's not necessary. I got some other weapons to stick on him. So let's look at Flash. So let's look at this. I don't know. Some people like this head. I don't. I've already done this, so I'm going to keep it on. Keep it off. Much better. So let's get this in here. And let's see how articulate he is. Over a T pose? Or is that a T pose? That's a T pose. I'm not going to say over. Spin all the way around. I like how this is attached to this pivot here. So it goes around with that. Bicep swivel. Feels good. Double jointed. Good. That's good. Still not sure if I'm going to keep on the gun hands or I'm going to switch them off. Might at least leave one hand on. Let's take this out. Let's see. Nope, still can't do a squat or a split. Bicep swivel, well hidden by this. That's nice. Ooh, Don't tell me it's frozen in. Ah, there you go. I broke that seal. Kicks his butt. He has no butt, but he can kick it. Yep, frozen again. Little manpower. Doesn't hurt. If it was too frozen in, I was gonna have to boil it or something. A lot of people were complaining about this. Yeah, this definitely does hinder his articulation. But it looks pretty easy to fix. Like a slice here and a slice there, and this is gonna be out the way, but kind of can't move with it too much. See that in there. It looks like there's only really 2 points in there, so not a lot of people have been cutting it off and doing a whole bunch of craziness. I'm just might stick it on there and have it as a floating piece, but I don't know. Maybe for a later date. And torso doesn't move, which is sad because there's a great break up there. So either the bottom or the top of this should just swivel. But he has a joint there, and he can't crunch in that much. You can decide, but he ain't crunching. And the neck, it's on a ball joint, but Hasbro doesn't really give a lot of movement with their ball joints. So whatever. He's there. He's a figure. He technically is articulated. But let's get him standing. Let's see his size. So I have him here, and like most people, you got him because he was a new update to the old Agent Venom. So let's bring him there. And while looking at him, the much older one is definitely bulkier, definitely taller. I need something to point. Definitely bulkier, definitely taller. Definitely looks like a soldier. He looks much smaller. This really does look like if Spider-Man just decided he was gonna put on some armor. I guess it works, but it does lack a little, I don't know what you would call substance. Feels like it's missing something. It looks good, but it still feels like, I don't know, there's something. You know what it is? It's missing flexibility. I feel like if this figure was much more flexible, like these knees and this torso, I feel like I would have a different opinion of it. But because it really isn't, it kind of just feels like it's going to stand and run into fights, gun blazing, kind of like a Punisher. And he's not thick like Punisher. This one, on the other hand, looks a little bit more imposing. It looks like he actually has the vest on, and the Venomized thing on it just looks like actual armor layered on top. So, but that's their side to side. This one came with tons of weapons, came with tendrils on the back. This one came with those little bit of accessories. And while we're in the middle of just, you know, doing some Venom comparisons, here are some more Venoms. Here's another. Is that Agent Venom from space or something? Maybe, I can't remember. But that's there. Here's just a Venomized Captain America, but it gives you that same soldier type of look. And here's the bulky Spider-Man, and here's the Fantasy 15 mold Spider-Man. Just in, to compare. I do like how it has the height difference. He is taller than all of them. I always felt like Flash was always taller than Peter, but also close enough in height where Flash can be in the costume and most people think he's Spider-Man. And if you got Flash, you definitely need Eddie. This is my favorite Eddie suit, Eddie costume. Like how bulky he is. Just imposing without being juggernaut size. And there is that Venom. The one we thought was amazing until they released that 3-pack that I just showed you. Which has all the textures and everything. So far, it looks like he matches pretty well with the other Venoms. He does leave a little bit to be desired, but I really feel like if they used the same old vest on him, but I don't know, did all the other stuff, it would have worked. But because he just, I don't know, maybe I'm just jaded inside. But since we got that out the way, let's do some height, size. Flash is about 6.5 inches. And from side to side, he is about 2.5. Which works. Now let's scale with some other figures that aren't Spider-Man or Venom. There's Iron Man. Scales pretty well. Hasbro Black Series. Looks pretty decent. G.I. Joe Classified. Looks like he works. SH Fig Arts. More than happy with that. NECA Turtle. He can match with both of them. Loyal Subjects. Looks like it scales properly. And McFarlane Spawn. Always being too big for every character. I feel like he's properly scaled. Everyone I know was complaining about his height, but I don't know. I need to see how much bigger Flash Thompson was to Peter. I always felt like Peter and Flash were kind of around the same height. But then again, Flash Thompson did get much more jacked and bigger after he came back from the war, didn't he? So maybe people are right about Thompson being way bigger. I guess for Spider-Man he works. But I also got something special because I did not like the atrocious weapons that he had. I brought out some others to see how they look because it definitely looked terrible with this reused shotgun that's box fodder. So here's one. It's a G.I. Joe Classified series. It's decent, but it kind of doesn't work. There's another one. That one works a lot better. That's a G.I. Joe Classified. And if we're going to go with a shotgun, here's a G.I. Joe Classified again. Kind of works. I don't like the red on it. And I just quickly grabbed these, so it's nothing specific or anything. These are just stuff I happen to see. Here's a Valiverse gun. Looks much better. Valiverse guns. Definitely fits him a lot better. I was going to throw him on it, but the Valiverse guns work. Don't need to show off all three. And to finish it off, I have some McFarlanes. I was trying to show you guys more, but the Carpet Monster, aka the Grass Monster, because I feel I film outside, has taken some of the weapons. So maybe when it's windy, I shouldn't go and film. But back to the point. I have some McFarlane weapons here. I have 2 pistols. They both seem to work. They don't look half bad. I was surprised. There's gonna be a review relatively soon of McFarlane weapons, and I was very surprised how many of these weapons is in that Berserk pack that Todd's releasing, and B, how many of them hit Marvel Legends. You would think they'd be too big, but they work. So, but I definitely will be replacing this bad boy. Not positive about this yet, because it's just a pistol. But he did have Glocks. So this might be a better pistol than the other one. I think it looks better. Definitely just got replaced. But if we're gonna do McFarlane, bigger is better. Let's go and see what this looks like. That warp though. Because isn't McFarlane and Spawn kind of interlinked? McFarlane and Venom, I mean, interlinked. Of course, McFarlane and Spawn are linked. It's his creation. Let's just say Keanu Reeves is under that mask. But, yeah, anything but that shotgun he has works. This actually looks really good. I never understood the concept of Agent Venom. I know he's like lost a leg or something, so Venom is gonna replace him with that, but why do you need the guns when you have the Venom suit? So, for more reviews, come to the YKB. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. Wait, did I just rush that? Yeah. In conclusion, I think it's a good figure. A lot of people don't like it for the little, you know, torso, legs, but I feel like those things could be modded and fixed. This looks like a piece that can hover. So I think with a little bit of clippers, you can snip that off and work that out. Um, the torso piece is a problem, and I don't really like using a Dremel, so I'm not gonna do it. And him not being able to look up is a problem for Spider-Man or Venom or whatever. He's an acrobat; he should be able to look in all directions. But because I will simply just use him as an army dude, that's all he's gonna be for me. So I like this figure. Pick it up. I like the update.